Hey guys, it's been a while since we last made a video. We went through some issues finding a editor, so here we are. Let's start off with everyone's favorite bald guy. So with the Zorga Nadir deck, we're going to go over the ride line real fast. The very standard ride line. When rode upon, Soul Boss 1, search your top 7 for an order and a unit. The normal order goes to hand, the unit goes to grave. When rode upon by Zorga Nadir, or Zorga with Overdress, or a Divine Skill, search your graveyard for an order and add it to your hand. And Zorga's most notable skill, besides Alchemagicking, is Energy Blasting 2, binding an order from your graveyard to call 2 units from your graveyard. They gain 5k per different named order, and the units that you called will die at the end of the turn. Now, that's very important, but in the list that I have, that doesn't really matter. So to kick off with the main deck, we're going to go with 3 Zorga Nadir for Persona Rides, 2 Undead Dragons. That never changed. They're the order dragons that call from drop when you Alchemagic. So the first change is going to be the Flame Leaf. This gives an on-place, giving a plant token. You also gain the ability to on-place from hand. You can counterboss 1 to either give your Vanguard 10k or give your player, you, red text for the turn. Any units played from effect this turn gain 5k. Very important for numbers. And then we're gonna have 2 Karmas. Karma is just another dragon. It is technically a weaker dragon on paper. This is a 10k with crit. That dragon's a 15k with crit if you Alchemagic. However, Karma has a second ability. You can Energy Blast 4, bind an order, and then Karma gains 5k per bound order. So it can get very strong very fast and a lot stronger than Dragon for your endgame push. The deck is now running 3 Shadow Cloaks. So here's a new card. The new promo that came in the manga not too long ago. This is our T-Fault for Stokea. When you play an order, her abilities can be activated on place, not by units effect. Soul Boss 1, top check 5 for a unit or an order. Keep in mind, it has to be grade equal to or less than your Vanguard. If you choose an order, it goes to your hand. If you choose a unit, it goes to the board. And then the other effect is, if a unit was called from graveyard this turn on her attack, you can Energy Blast 2, she gets 5. And you can Giga Paralyze an opponent's rear guard. They can't stand, it can't intercept, and it just sits there. So your opponent has to either call over or move it to the back. And now new in the card, we have Harvest Elf. Harvest Elf is a triple effect unit. On play from hand, you can Soul Boss 1, generate a plant token. It's nice. For a 5k base, it's whatever. Other effect is, if your opponent has it has a grade 3 or greater Vanguard, this unit gains 5k for no reason. Last effect is, this unit, at the end of battle, this unit boosted, you may kill this unit and the unit in front of it. If you do, you draw 1 card. So because our deck generates free units by playing orders, you can just get free value out of just this card itself. And then we run 2 Trudely. Trudely is still very important for getting Zorga to hit to 28, as well as giving you power numbers for the extra 10k boost. We run 2 Spoof Shades. Spoof Shade was looked upon as one of the weaker cards in my deck. However, he is very strong in terms of when you need to discard an order from hand for costs, he's there for you. We have 2 Seabreeze Abductions. This gives your unit you're boosting an on-hit for Vanguard. It can bind, which accelerates your bind zone, bind an order, and then add an order from drop to hand. And keep in mind, he does not look for normal orders. In your drop zone, he can add the Elementaria. 3 PGs. And then we hit the triggers. So the first big change is we're running Soul Effects. So this deck does eat a lot of soul. And using the Soul Fronts, yes, I'm losing 5k, but it allows me to play the game even more now. It lets me prolong my effects. Earning 4 Soul Crits. Once again, same reasoning. If you need to use them, they're there. We have the OT, Bless Saver. We have 3 more crits on top of that, bringing us to a 7 crit count, 4 heals. And now we're gonna go to the orders. So we have Radiance Caliburn, Pot of Greed, or you can throw this card in the soul to countercharge 1. This is a Regala Speech. You can only run 1 Regala Speech in the deck. The common order that came from Nadir's set gives you your Vanguard. All units called from drop zone this turn gain 5k. Cloud and Miasma, when used for Alchemy Magic, and also counter boss 1, revive a unit from drop zone, and give your Vanguard red text, front row gets 5k. Deep Inviting gives you another Pot of Greed, cost reduced by 1 counter boss for every bound card in bind zone. Face up or face down, so thanks Blagmire. Command of Breath, this is a free order at grade 2. Mill the top card of your deck, revive a unit, or add a order to your hand, as long as it's grade equal to or less than your Vanguard. Black Magic, this gives you a drop +1. Also, cost is reducing, discarding an order. Gardener's Treasures, because we now have the ability to create plant tokens, the second effect is live for Zorga, which is top check 3, add any card you want as long as its grade is equal to or less than your Vanguard, and add it to your hand. So you can add Persona Rides, add PGs, and just inherently deck them. The Salvage Order, it accelerates your bind zone, adds more orders to hand, gives you more playability. Meteoric Habitat, top check 7, adding any unit to board, as long as it's grade equal to or less than Vanguard. And lastly is the Elementary Sanctitude. I choose the triple drive one just because there's still more triple drive decks out there than Crest decks. If that ever changed, this changes. So that is the list for me. I never went over Zorga's second effect, which is his Divine Skill, which is once per game, you can Soul Boss 1. On his attack, you may restand a column. That column will die at the end of turn, but that is your game finisher. And I hope you guys enjoyed this deck list. This is Ken.